Ugh, oh my gosh. Sorry. Are we rolling? I literally just tripped over my own feet getting into my chair. That is so embarrassing.
We are rolling, Chelsea, and don't worry about it. In fact, you couldn't have planned a better intro for today's episode.
How is me being a total klutz a good intro? Unless the topic is why Chelsea can't walk anymore.
Welcome, everyone, to Psycholab, the show where we decode the mysteries of the human mind. I'm Josh.
And I'm Chelsea, apparently providing the live demonstrations today.
Believe it or not, Chelsea, that little trip you just took probably made our listeners like you more.
Wait, what? How? Are you saying my clumsiness is charming? My high school gym teacher would strongly disagree.
It is. It's a well documented psychological phenomenon called the Pratfall Effect. It states that our likability increases after we make a mistake, but only if we're generally considered competent.
The Pratfall Effect. Okay, so first, thank you for calling me competent. And second, you're telling me that messing up makes people like you more? That sounds completely backwards.
It does, but it's true. Let me tell you about the original experiment from 1966. Social psychologist Elliot Aronson wanted to test this exact idea. So he had participants listen to recordings of a person supposedly trying out for a quiz show.
Okay, I'm with you. A quiz show audition.
Right. Now, there were four different recordings. In one, the quiz show contestant is nearly perfect. He answers almost every question correctly, showcases his intelligence. He's basically a genius. Let's call him Mr. Perfect.
Ugh, I feel like I already don't like this guy. He sounds intimidating.
Exactly. The second recording featured the same Mr. Perfect, but at the end of the interview, the participants heard him commit a clumsy act. There's a clatter, and he says, "Oh my goodness, I've spilled coffee all over my new suit."
Oh, the new suit. Oh, that's relatable. That is literally me every single day.
Then there were two other conditions, one with an average person who answered only about 30% of questions right, and the final one with that same average person also spilling the coffee.
So, four people: Mr. Perfect with coffee stain, Mr. Average, and Mr. Average with coffee stain. Got it. So, who did people like the most?
By a huge margin, the most liked person was Mr. Perfect who spilled the coffee. The blunder, the pratfall, made him seem more human, approachable, and vulnerable. It closed the distance created by his perfection.
That makes so much sense. Perfection is totally intimidating. When someone seems like they have it all together, you can't connect with them. But the moment they do something clumsy or silly, you think, oh, okay, they're human. They're like me.
Precisely. It breaks down the barrier of perceived superiority. It shows a crack in the armor, and that crack is where connection happens.
This reminds me of a job interview I had once. It was for a big, serious corporate gig, and I was so nervous. I'm sitting across from this very stern looking manager, and I go to take a sip of water.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
My hand was shaking, and I completely missed my mouth and just dumped the entire glass of ice water onto my lap. It looked like I'd had, well, I was mortified.
Oh, Chelsea, what did he do?
I just froze for a second and then I burst out laughing. I just couldn't help it. I looked at him and said, well, I guess that answers the how do you handle pressure question.
That's a great recovery.
And you know what? The entire vibe of the interview changed. He started laughing, the tension just vanished, and we ended up having a really great conversation. And I got the job.
That is a perfect real world example. Up to that point, you were likely presenting a competent professional front. The water spill was your coffee moment. It made you instantly more relatable and memorable.
Yeah, memorable for sure. You see this with celebrities all the time, right? Like, oh, Jennifer Lawrence, when she tripped going up to get her Oscar.
The classic example. Everyone loved her for it. Why? Because she had just won the highest award for acting competence. She's at peak Mr. Perfect. Then she trips on the stairs. Instantly, she's not just a goddess on a pedestal, she's a relatable person who trips, just like us.
Right. It totally cemented her brand as being America's cool, down to earth best friend. It wouldn't have worked if she was a terrible actress.
And that, Chelsea, is the crucial caveat. This is the most important part of the Pratfall effect. What do you think happened to the average person in the study who spilled coffee?
Ooh, I'm guessing people didn't like him more. It probably just confirmed that he was kind of a loser, right?
Exactly. His likability score plummeted. He was rated the least likable of all four. If you're not perceived as competent, a blunder doesn't make you human, it just confirms your mediocrity. And the context of the mistake is just as important. The pratfall has to be unrelated to the person's core area of expertise. It humanizes them without undermining their credibility in the thing that matters.
So, if a world renowned chef accidentally trips on his way to the stage, that's a charming pratfall. But if he accidentally serves raw chicken, that's not so charming.
Exactly. A pilot who tells a bad joke is endearing. A pilot who forgets how to land the plane is terrifying. The mistake has to be in a low stakes domain. It can't call into question the very competence that makes him admirable in the first place.
So, you have to earn your pratfall. You can't just be a walking disaster and expect people to find it charming. It's the difference between a brilliant professor with a bit of chalk on his jacket and a student who shows up with his shirt on inside out.
And a perfect analogy. The takeaway here isn't to make mistakes on purpose, it's about how you handle the inevitable mistakes you will make. First, you have to build a baseline of competence. Be good at what you do, be reliable, be prepared.
Okay, so establish that you're not a mess.
Right. And then when you inevitably send a typo in an important email, or forget someone's name, or trip over a cable, don't hide it. Don't panic or get defensive.
Own it, like I did with the water. Just acknowledge it, maybe laugh at yourself and move on.
That's the brain hack. By owning your small failures, you broadcast confidence and humility at the same time. You're saying, yes, I'm highly capable, but I'm also human, and I don't take myself too seriously. That combination is magnetic.
So, what you're saying is my natural state of being a competent person who occasionally trips over air is actually a social superpower. I'll take it.
Absolutely, it is. So, to sum up today's brain hack from the Psycholab, don't fear imperfection. After you've proven your competence, a small blunder can be the most charismatic thing you do. It's the pratfall effect.
I love that. It takes so much pressure off trying to be perfect all the time. Just be good at what you do and then be human.
That's all there is to it. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us in the lab.
Make sure to subscribe for our next brain hack. And if you see me in person, please clear my walking path for safety.
We'll see you next time on Psycholab.